twisted, roll. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on fold. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Chargers going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, Roach into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They run it here with Gordon. Touchdown, L.A.! Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Roach. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And now running right through it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's complete. Henry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Coleman on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into their offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So 2nd and 10 here.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Back up, Billy. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play,
and here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Come on, let's go! What?
On first down, Roach flush to his right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun on 3rd down. Roach going underneath. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Throwing on first down. Roach on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Roach escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Roach. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They will run again with Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Roach. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Off play action. Roach. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Roach. Now they go screen. It's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. That's taken on the 25. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, Roach. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Let's go!
On 1st down, Roach. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go! 1, 9, 10!
A final shot before break. Roach, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A final shot before break. Roach going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They run it with Ward. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Off the play fake. Roach. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Roach looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And some room to work. Nifty move by... There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run. Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go!
To throw on 2nd down. Roach being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps. I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Right. You start right here, start on the right, start on the right. Here we go! Red 38!
To throw on 3rd down. Roach. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chargers getting set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. A swing pass caught. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Here's Murray for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Off play action. Roach. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Off the bootleg. Roach. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Murray's kick is up and good. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. Here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now, look at 56. Let's go. Now let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
Off the play fake. Marks. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down. Marks. He's going to air one out. And at his 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. This is Gordon as they go to him again. to get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Atlanta offense now, ready to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction, because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack, because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw. Marks. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They give it off here to the tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Marks. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And his throw here's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Boom, land it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, Gordon on second and goal. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a third and goal here. A toss play. Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, fighting off the defender. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year.